Earlier this year, when we revealed Valorant, we also announced a very aspirational launch date of summer 2020.
And we've been wanting to get you this game to help brighten these tough times. But as it turns out, we're not going to be launching this game in a few months.
Because we're launching it in a few weeks.
Well, there's the big news, a June 2nd release date. Joe, Anna, this is exciting. Congratulations. That's a little yawn. You guys have been working hard.
I was like shocked. I was like,
oh, shock. Okay, shock. All right. What can we expect that's going to be new on June 2nd when the servers light up again?
I mean, I'm waiting to find out too. It's like day by day right now.
Honestly, so originally we said there's going to be 12 agents, and we've actually shifted that back to 11 because one of them just didn't make the cut. Sometimes it'll be coming after, but sometimes we're just unable to do that. It's one of the complications of developing in this weird world that we live in right now. But the 11th agent that people are going to see on day one is definitely going to be an interesting one and a little spicy potentially. So we'll see how people react to it. And you've already seen a little bit of a preview of the map that's coming on day one in that little snippet of a CG there. It takes place on that map. But more details will come as we get closer to the launch.
But sounds like at least a new agent and a new map for June 2nd. We feel confident about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of other content like we'll have a pass in there, which will have a bunch of content. We'll have a bunch of new weapon skins coming out. A lot of content that players who have been in the closed beta or watching the closed beta haven't seen yet. So that'll be cool.
I will say if you've enjoyed the gun skins so far, you're going to be pretty happy with what we have coming in this launch package. It's going to be great.
Updates, and I'm sure some of it will be based on community feedback. But like new game modes, is that something that's like near term, midterm, longer term? Like how do you sort of plan out what it's going to look like post launch, at least initially?
So breaking news: the current plan is to have one additional mode at launch. And I will say that it is coming in pretty hot. So I'm saying this on this day, and the hope is that it will be there. It'll be there on launch day. But we're going to release that one with a beta tag on it because we didn't get to test it during the closed beta. I think we want to give ourselves some time to see how it goes before we call it official like second mode. But yeah, there will be a second mode at launch.
Any sense of what type of mode we're going to get here?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about it, Joe? I don't know. No?
I'll mention a couple things, which is one of the things we were trying to get key on was like sort of having a shorter mode that you can play in between the sort of more high stress, longer competitive matches that you're playing. So that's sort of one of the key things that we're focusing with it. Now, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So, when players play it on day one, I'm sure they're going to really enjoy it.
All right. But shorter session experience.
It is not team deathmatch. Like, I think it's just fair to say that. Like, I know a lot of people are going to ask that. It's not team deathmatch. It doesn't mean we're not looking at that as an option down the line, but that will not be the second mode that we release.
Over time. And like you said, you talked about 12. It's like, oh, we're only 11 already. And it's not about hitting the number. I think it's about hitting the quality bar and the experience that, fans want. And everyone, it's like when they get excited about a game like this, they just want more and more because they want to invest even more time into it.
I don't think I'm ready to commit to like a date of like when the next big content drop will be, because just committing to June 2nd was hard enough. Even today, committing to June 2nd is difficult. So, we delayed this announce as long as we possibly could to make sure we were completely ready. But I would say you can expect content. You can expect another content beat in the summer. And, we kind of joked internally about summer 2020 and like we ill-defined because we always knew it was June 2nd, which technically isn't summer. So I don't know that we're all that great with dates, but we're great at hitting our targets. And right now we definitely have a target that's during the summer that would bring some more content to the game. This team has been waiting so long to get this game out the door and has been so excited for this moment that when we made our closed beta, when we hit that date and got that out, and they saw the response and they saw a million things to fix that players found for us and helped us find, just watching them kind of like that spark in them at a time that could have been really demoralizing and like really hard, I think it reinvigorated them. I'm not going to say that it hasn't taken a toll. It's absolutely taken a toll. I feel it from them. I hear it from them. But if they didn't have this to look forward to, this moment, I don't know if it would have gone as, you know, as well as it has. So I think, you know, they all probably thought I was crazy when I said we're still gonna target June 2nd. At no point did we say let's just move it down, or let's, you know, it was like, no, let's hit it until we can't. And then I think they all rallied, and I think they all did amazing. I know they're going to watch this. I think they all did an amazing job. I couldn't have asked for more in this situation, honestly.
A baseline that lets you continuously evolve your anti-cheat efforts on top of it. I would say our team is doing an excellent job staying on top of the problem and continuing to fight, but it's a long war we're going to be in as long as we're a service. And the best thing we can do is constantly stay vigilant and respond as fast as we possibly can. And we've learned to definitely do a lot more of that as we've gone along. Now, Vanguard as a specific anti-cheat solution is one we took that's slightly more aggressive than other solutions that exist, but it's because cheats these days can occur at almost any layer of programming inside of your machine, whether it be at the kernel level or the system basic level, or all the way up to a surface level. And so we want to make sure that we're creating a system that can prevent those cheats at every level from coming in and disrupting the game and disrupting the fairness of the game.
Sounds like one of those things where you said it's like you have to be a balance, right? Because it's like you want to keep it fair, but also you want people to feel like you're not invading them in some way.
Exactly, and we've done a lot of work to make sure that invasion is definitely not happening. We're not taking any data from their machine. We're just monitoring things that could be invasive to the game cycle. And so the actual anti-cheat system doesn't report actually anything back to us from the user's machine. It just simply is there to monitor for the purpose of the game. So
I do think it's a controversial approach. I mean, we've definitely seen it, right? Like we're not blind to the conversations that are going on around it. We've been very transparent about it, and we've been very honest about it. And you know, I think a lot of people have been questioning some of the articles we've put out, or you know, the different talking points we've had around this. I would just say, like everything that we're publishing, we've been a very transparent team so far. We want to be really honest about the choices that we're making, and if you've educated yourself on those things, you've read those articles, and you're still uncomfortable, we will continue the conversation, and we will continue to work hard to earn people's trust. But we believe that this is the solution that helps us keep cheaters out of the game, which I think is what ultimately we really want, to keep this game really competitive. So, but we understand. I mean, I empathize with people who feel uncomfortable with this. I hope that they'll come around to trusting that you know, that what we're doing in a really safe way, and we're doing it for the good of the game.